Now to the phobias in which the celebrities you know are suffering from. First one in our list is Kristen Stewart, the well-known movie star who performed a role in Twilight, Snow White, and the Huntsman movies, is suffering from a rare phobia which is Hello. What is a phobia? How is it different from regular fear? And could it be treated? Well, a phobia is a type of anxiety disorder characterized by a persistent and excessive fear of an object or situation which may not carry real threats. And what differentiates phobia from fear is a few things. First, fear is common and can anyone experience it, but phobia is not. Second, fear can be felt by anyone when they are faced with an unknown or dangerous situation, while phobia causes irrational fear that will negatively consume a person's energy. Third, fear is characterized by nervousness, anxiety, discomfort, and distress. And phobia causes the same symptoms, plus tachycardia, which is an increased heartbeat rate, shortness of breath, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, or even panic attacks. Fourth, fear does not need any medical interventions, while phobia does. Fifth and last, because fear is normal, it cannot be overcome by treatment, while phobia can. Now, let's dig deeper and try to find what causes phobias, shall we? It's known that simple phobias, such as a fear of heights, usually develop during childhood. Or they can often be linked to an early negative childhood experience. For example, if you were trapped in a confined space when you were young, you may develop a fear of enclosed spaces when you are older. It is also thought that phobias can sometimes be learned from an early age. For example, if someone in your family has a fear of spiders, you may also develop the same fear yourself. Other factors in the family environment, such as having particularly anxious parents, may also affect the way you deal with anxiety later in life. Okay. Now, let's talk about what phobia is divided into. A phobia is divided into three major categories, which are specific phobias, social phobias, and agoraphobia. Specific phobia is the phobia in which the person feels when they are exposed to specific objects or situations. Examples of specific phobias are arachnophobia, fear of spiders; ophidiophobia, fear of snakes; and acrophobia, fear of heights. Social phobia is experienced by a person when they are in a social place or event, or when they are expected to talk in front of people. Examples of social phobias are anthropophobia, fear of people and society; glossophobia, fear of speaking in public; and sociophobia, fear of social evaluation. Agoraphobia is the phobia that a person feels when they think the environment is not safe and there is no way to escape. These situations include open spaces, public transit, shopping markets, or even being outside their homes. So, let's now talk about the most common phobias in the world. Did you know that there are over 100 types of phobias? Some of them are very rare, while there are few of them are known. Here are the top 10 common phobias. Trypophobia. It is the fear of irregular patterns of holes or bumps. It falls under the category of specific phobia. Aerophobia. It is the fear of flying or being in an airplane or a helicopter. It also falls under the category of specific phobia. Mysophobia. It is the fear of germs and contamination and exhibited in washing one's hand repeatedly. It has other names such as verminophobia, germophobia, bacillophobia, and bacteriophobia. Cynophobia. It is the fear of dogs. It is also a subtype of zoophobia, which is the fear of animals. Acrophobia. It is the fear of heights, and people fear heights because of the risk of falling. Ophidiophobia. It is a specific phobia that means the fear of snakes. It is sometimes called herpetophobia, which is the fear of reptiles. Arachnophobia. It is the fear of spiders or other arachnids such as scorpions. Necrophobia. It is the fear of death or dead things like corpses, or even things associated with a death such as coffins, tombstones, funerals, or cemeteries. Hemophobia. It is the fear of blood or bleeding. Nyctophobia. It is the fear of darkness or other imagined dangers. If this fear reaches a degree that is severe enough to be considered pathological, then it would be called scotophobia. Moving from the most common to the rarest. Here are the 3 rarest and strangest phobias. Chorophobia. It is the fear of dancing, and people who suffer from chorophobia will do anything and everything they can to avoid dancing of any kind or form. It is often so severe that a person will become uncomfortable, even if the people around them are dancing. Equinophobia. It is an abnormal and persistent fear of horses. Those who suffer from this phobia may experience extreme panic or anxiety at the thought of horses, or when they are near them, even if the horses were gentle and well-trained. Dendrophobia. It is the fear of trees. This specific phobia is triggered by a traumatic childhood experience, like getting poked by a low, or fallen branch, or a tree falling onto them. Now to the phobias in which the celebrities you know are suffering from. The first one in our list is Kristen Stewart, the well-known movie star who performed a role in Twilight, Snow White, and the Huntsman movies, is suffering from a rare phobia which is equinophobia. Her phobia began when she was 9 years old, at which time she fell from a horse and broke her elbow. The second one is Johnny Depp, or as known as Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean series, or Willy Wonka in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie. He suffers from 2 types of phobias that are arachnophobia and coulrophobia. His fear of clowns stems from the fact that there always seems to be a darkness lurking just under their surface, a potential for real evil. The third of our list is Matt Damon. This Hollywood actor possesses a severe fear of snakes, ophidzophobia. His fear was noticed during the set of the movie We Bought a Zoo when he freaked out when the snakes were spread all over the set. Number 4 is Keanu Reeves. You must have seen the Matrix movies. These are the movies that Keanu is famous for. He has lived through some pretty dark periods, including dealing with the death of his girlfriend in a car accident only 18 months after she gave birth to their child. And that left him a nyctophobia to live with. Last but not least is Howie Mandel. Howie's mysophobia was seen 2 times. One time, when he was a judge on America's Got Talent. A contestant was trying to sneeze too close to him. Another time again when another contestant dropped a piece of used dental floss too close to Howie. Howie has also admitted to being so scared of public restrooms that the only bathroom he can use is his own. And also, he refuses to shake hands unless he is wearing latex gloves. Now the question comes in. Could phobia be treated? The answer is yes, a phobia can be treated in several ways. First way: cognitive behavioral therapy, which is defined as a psychosocial intervention that aims to improve mental health. It is beneficial by allowing the patient to challenge dysfunctional beliefs with the aim that the person will realize that their fear is irrational. It is conducted in a group setting. Another way is systematic desensitization, a process in which the patient seeking help slowly becomes accustomed to their phobia, and ultimately overcome it. It involves a person being exposed to the object they are afraid of over time, so that the fear and discomfort do not become overwhelming. A third way of treating phobia is medications. Patients may be prescribed antidepressants or sedatives. Now, do you remember what I said in the beginning, that phobia is an anxiety disorder? If you want to test your anxiety level, I provided you a link to a free test in the first comment. I hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching. Until the next video. See you all healthy and wealthy.